down. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Auburn! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6... Get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
That Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Flips it out on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Looking downfield on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down here to open the period. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Trying to set up the screen. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Finds his man. It's Branch. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Shoots it to the left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down at them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Simmons. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Got a little space. Space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
They'll leave it with it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. A little screen to the running back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back. closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Finds his tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him. That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Robinson. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's White. Boom. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Thomas. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going up top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David,
He unleashes a long one. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. That's caught. It's Branch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Branch. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
you got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. Turning on the Jets. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a first down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Man